Hey, it's Pastor Jay here, lead pastor, Parkway Christian Center. I wanted to personally provide you an update on what we've entitled our Legacy Project. To get you up to speed, Easter 2024, we took a one-time offering to plant in our community the idea that this church wasn't going anywhere. You know, we can actually trace the roots back of Parkway, almost 100 years of ministry from Grants Pass in Josephine County. And so it was our heart when we arrived to start thinking about the future, because we believe the best way that you honor the past is by having vision for the future. So we took a one-time offering. My faith was like $20,000 or $30,000. We'll stick it in a fund and we'll start giving to that fund and start dreaming about what God has for us in the future. Little did we know that that offering was going to be a miracle offering. A one-time, one-service offering, we took in almost $270,000. That quite obviously speeds up the timeline. And so now I'm in the middle of a halfway remodeled sanctuary, coming and giving you a wonderful report. Since then, we've done a For the One campaign. We've been trying to raise money for close to 700 chairs, stadium seating chairs that is going to be top-notch and excellent in all manners. We've raised almost $110,000 to date to be able to pay for those chairs. We roughly have about 250 more chairs to pay for. But we wanted to give you an update and just provide to you just the great miracle that's happening, and to give you some action points on how you can still get involved and help. One of the ways that you can help, please, first and foremost, is pray. As many of you guys know that have been part of Kingdom Ministries before, anytime that you're starting to move forward, it seems like anything and everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Thankfully, it's been somewhat smooth sailing. There has been a couple of hiccups along the way, but we're thankful for what God has provided for us. And those little things that come up here and there, we just call them a little bit of speed bumps to the future that God has for us. So if you can pray, that would be just fantastic. And two, if you can volunteer your time in the coming months, probably 4 to 8 weeks, we're going to need many volunteer hands to be able to help complete this task. From the final removal of the carpet, to making sure the building's clean, ready to go for people to come back in roughly around 8 weeks. And then this fall, we're going to have our re-grand opening. Tentatively, it's set for October, the first Sunday of October, but we want you to be involved, not just be involved in your prayers, but also be involved in your resource giving of yourself. And so that's a second way. The third way is we still have a few more chairs to pay for. And if maybe you haven't had a chance to give or haven't heard about this project, we're going to stick a link in the description of this video so that you can give to the For the One campaign. But we're excited. We're excited to see this ministry transform for the next 100 years. And finally, I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, this pastor thanks you. I've been blown away by the generosity of this congregation, the generosity of this community. If you were to tell me 2.5 years ago when my wife and I arrived here, we were going to have our offices totally remodeled, our lobby, sanctuary, and prayer chapel totally remodeled, and we were going to do that debt-free, I would have been blown away. But what even blows me away even more is the fact that our church is growing and people are coming to our church that have never accepted Christ before. We believe in a church that grows, a healthy church that grows. But what makes me excited about what God's doing here is that we're seeing lost people come, people that have never known about Jesus, non-church attenders coming and giving their heart to the Lord. So I want you to be excited. I'm excited. I want you to pray. I want you to get involved, and I want you to give, because God blesses those people that are at the front lines of kingdom ministry. So what a wonderful update. And we're excited to be able to announce and be back in church here in about 6 or 8 weeks. God bless.